What's up, everybody? Good evening. What is this song? I don't know. But welcome to the late stream, everyone. How y'all doing? It is time to chill with Phil for a little bit. And then it is our first game tryouts night in about 2 months. I think the last time we actually did a stream like this was like mid-March, I want to say. When we sat down, we looked at games together. We added them to my wish list. And then we ended up getting caught up with other games anyway. If you remember, like, we ended up playing games like Retro Rewind and Vampire Crawlers and things like that, Slay the Spire 2. And there were so many things going on that we really haven't gone back and checked out these games in a long time. So tonight, the idea is we hang out for like half an hour. Then you guys can start suggesting games for me to look at. I'll look at them. I'll watch the trailers. We'll see if I'm interested or not. I want to add it to my wish list. If we get enough good ones and or if there's enough still on my wish list, which I don't know, I haven't looked in a while, but if there's stuff on there, maybe we'll grab 1 or 2 and try them tonight. Worst case, we'll just look at all new games tonight, and then tomorrow we'll try some, because I'm actually doing this both tonight and tomorrow. So either way, there's going to be new stuff. It's just a matter of, do we just look at a whole new bunch of slew of stuff that just came out and then start playing tomorrow, or do we play some tonight and mix it up? I don't know. We'll see. But it's all good. It should be a good chill night here on DSP Gaming. So how is everyone? Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? What's up? Hi, Willow. What's up, Willow? How you doing, Willow? Beer Devourer with a humongous, rousing, spinning 5-pound Shoryuken. And he says, hey, Phil, much respect, bro, but when is it time for Pokemon Champions, bro? Well, bro, the thing is, bro, we played Pokemon Champions, bro, as soon as it came out, bro. And when we played it, bro, I liked it, bro. I actually thought it was quite entertaining, bro, because I was getting roasted, bro. Do you remember when I didn't know the matchups and the enemies were just completely crushing me, bro? Well, bro, I remember, because my face got burned off, bro, and it was quite embarrassing, bro. But you know what? It was also quite invigorating, bro. And so, bro, the thing is, I would like to play it, bro, but I can't be playing 2 of the same exact genre of game at the same time, bro. So since we're still playing Pokemon Fire Red, bro, it means that we have to finish Pokemon Fire Red, and then we can check out another game like Pokemon Champions, bro. So Fire Red today got near the end game, bro. We only have, I think, 2 islands left, bro, and then maybe 1 or 2 other optional places to go and check out the legendary Pokemon, bro. So once we do that, bro, and all that's wrapped up, bro, and that playthrough is done, bro, I'll tell you, bro, we're likely going to bring Pokemon Champions into the late night mix. Bro. Okay. Thank you to Beer Devourer for our first contribution of the night. And by the way, no, I wasn't being mean or anything. I was just being silly. I didn't mind the question at all, bro. Excuse me. So that was what, $5? 5 pounds, which is the equivalent of $6.66. That is so weird that it's 666 right now. That is a bizarre, seriously, a bizarre. Oh, I didn't update the leaderboard. Oops. Hold on a second, everybody. I did not update the leaderboard. Allow me to fix that right now. Let's get Beer Devourer up there. No, I really did like Pokemon Champions that night we played it. If you remember, I was disappointed because when we played it, we had almost no support. It legit was like some of the slowest support I had seen in a long time. And I was like, oh, does that mean people don't want it? And I was like, no, you know what it probably is? We're already playing Pokemon, so you're not going to get the Pokemon crowd twice, you know, back to back for 2 different games. They're only going to support 1 game at a time. So once we're done with Fire Red, I'd be more than happy to jump into Champions and try that out. And then Beer Devourer did another 5-pound super chat and said, channeling Vince Russo, I like this side of you. Well, thank you, bro. I got to stop saying that. Thank you for that. Another super chat. Gets us $12. Mundo, how are you? Mundo with a 999 super chat says, maybe it's time to check out Tokyo Extreme Racer, my dude. We can look that up. Hold on. What I will say is this, okay? Please do not start suggesting games right now, because we're just going to build up attendance for a bit and chill. And if you suggest it right now, I'm probably not going to look at the game. right now. I'll start looking at games once we get like maybe 7:30ish and we have a bigger audience. Because, for example, in this case, Tokyo Extreme Racer is not even on Steam. So I don't even know what you're talking about. And I'm not going to leave Steam right now to go look for it because we're just going to hang out for a bit before we do new stuff. You see what I'm saying? So thank you for the $10. I really appreciate it. But please do not suggest a game yet. Too early, bro. Very good. Beer Devourer, another £5. He says, any tips for Dan on Street Fighter Alpha? You're the second guy you've seen just felt it. Wait, you're the second? No. Let me try this again. You're the 2D guy. I seen you felted Justin Wong in 2006. First of all, tips for Dan in Street Fighter Alpha depends on which game. There's 3 Street Fighter Alpha games. You're the 2D guy you felted Justin Wong in 2006. I did. I beat Justin Wong in 2006 and 2007 in versions of Super Turbo in tournament at EVO. But he has always been better than me at pretty much every other fighting game. Like, without exaggeration, he's better than me at Marvel 2. He's better than me at CVS 2. He's better than me at Third Strike. He's better than me at modern fighting games. The only game that I'm better than him at is variations of Street Fighter 2. That's about it. I will take that part of it. Now, Dan in Street Fighter Alpha, it totally depends on the game. Street Fighter Alpha 1, Dan was a joke character and wasn't very good. He was actually one of the worst characters in the game, but he had some decent combos. Street Fighter Alpha 2, I believe he was actually better. Street Fighter Alpha 3, there's only one version of him that's good, and I think it may be Xism, but I can't remember. Because his supers, like, don't even work. Like, they're bad. So basically, he's not good in Alpha at all. Like, you wouldn't play with him in Alpha unless you're trolling. You know what I'm saying? He's meant to be the troll character. So thank you for that super chat. That's another $6 of support. And then there was a $5 super chat from Wolverine Fan Dave. Just listen to this. How do you cope with not being as successful as your peers? I'm in a similar spot and I could use advice. But what I do, here's how I cope, is I accept $5 contributions from people on the internet for literally nothing. Like, I just sit here and you send me $5 and I don't give you a valid response and I keep your money. That's how I cope with it. I've never been on a water slide ever in my life. Not once. Nope. Never been to a water park or water slide. I take that back because I did go to SeaWorld, and SeaWorld was half water park and half animals, but I didn't do any water park stuff. Here you go. What's up, King Michael? Good to see you. Tokyo Extreme Racer is spelled differently. Oh, okay. Well, re-suggest that later when I'm taking the suggestions and we could look it up. Vasiled, how are you? A 1313 Super Chat said, did you ever play Grounded 2? Because I heard that it's on Game Pass. I never played Grounded 2. I did try Grounded 1 for one stream. If you guys remember, we tried it. And honestly, I didn't dislike it. I did find it a little confusing. And I think that it's kind of the game that if you learn how to play it, it's not that bad. But we tried it and people didn't really like it. They found it boring. People were actually like, I did try it once. I was like, ooh, maybe I'll play it again. And people were like, nah, don't play it again. We don't really like it. So I never went back to it. And then when Grounded 2 came out, like, no one asked me to play it. So yeah, I never really cared about it. Beer Devourer, thanks for another £5. He says, much respect. Thanks for the Dan tips. I wasn't aware that I gave you Dan tips. I basically told you that he sucked. But I appreciate the support nonetheless. Golden Jam says that Grounded 2 is tedious. Well, Grounded 1 was also tedious. If you remember, I think my criticism was it was hard to figure out where to go because the map was confusing. And it was hard to tell, like, where you needed to go and where you've been, where you haven't. And, like, the map wasn't very descriptive of, like, what terrain you were on or whatever. So I remember getting frustrated, like, getting lost walking around, if I remember correctly. Again, I appreciate it if people want to nominate games. Not yet. We're just chilling. We're just building up attendance. Okay? There you go. Normally, I would flex, but this guy is a troll and tried to say something to get my goat, but instead I just banned him and accepted his $2 additional dollars. So I'm not, he doesn't get a flex. He doesn't deserve it. No flex for you, bitch. Okay. Yeah. Arthur Morgan's horse, how are you? Welcome. How many Fire Emblem games have I played? 1. Would I want a new Fire Emblem this year? Nothing. I'm likely never playing a Fire Emblem game again. They're just too long. They're just way too lengthy for a streamer like me to play through. So they're not worth it. It's Assistant Language Teachers Day in Japan. Can we get a shout out? No, I don't believe you. I don't think that it is. I don't think that's correct. When was the last time I played on PS5? A few days ago. Saros. We're currently playing Saros on PS5 right now. Well, thank you for the early support. It would be great to get some kick support. We had 0 this morning. I'm serious. Not a single sub, no kicks besides 3 single kicks, nothing. So that they were just dead weight sitting there. And then they're like, well, why isn't Phil talking to us? Like, because none of you support the content. Maybe if some of you did, I would care. But none of you did, so I ignored you. Now, in truth, I did talk to them, but, you know, the crowd this morning was more of a rowdy crowd that really wasn't being positive around Pokemon, so I wasn't going to pay attention. I did actually interact with the few people that were being positive over there, but let's see if their attitude changes tonight. Particularly if they want to have me check out games, you know. What's the next big game after Forza this week? Well, first of all, I don't believe Forza this week is a big game. I really don't. I think we're going to probably play it a couple times to get bored with it, to be frank. But we'll see. No, the next big game is 007 at the end of the month. And then right after that is Lego Batman. So we have 2 near the end of the month. Oh no, Fire Emblem games are way longer than the average Dragon Quest game. Like, we just beat Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. We didn't do the post game. We beat the main game in, what was it, 60 hours roughly. Like the Fire Emblem game I played was like hundreds of parts. Hundreds. It's insanely long game. Beer Devourer with a super chat. He says, yeah, kick squeegees need to show some support. There you go. He's calling all you kick viewers squeegees. Now, you may not understand what that means because you're intelligent. I don't blame you. That's LTG lingo. To be honest, I don't understand what it means because I don't want to lower myself to his level. Like, to think like him, I'd basically have to kill about 80 to 90% of the brain cells in my head. Then maybe I'd understand some of the things he says on his streams. But I guess squeegee is supposed to be some kind of an insult. I just don't know what it refers to. Thank you, Beer Devourer, for another super chat. Will I play Star Wars Galactic Racer? I don't know. I don't know about it. Like, someone had mentioned it, but I don't know about when it comes out or anything. Fire Emblem Three Houses is the longest game in the series. Most of them are under 40 hours. Then why did you guys have me play the longest one in the series as the first entry? That was a bad choice, because that's what I'm always going to have in my head as the representation of the franchise, and that game was way too long for me to be playing a similar style game of again. It's just too much content, too lengthy of a story, too drawn out. You should really enjoy Expedition 33, Casanova. It's an outstanding game. You're curious what I had for dinner? My wife made homemade tuna salad from scratch. Okay, I basically just got the components together and made her recipe herself. I had it on healthy, what do they call it? Like high multi-grain buns. So it's high fiber buns. And then a side salad that was a mix of lettuce, cabbage, or red cabbage, carrot, radish. What else was in there? There's something else in there too. And we had little plum tomatoes and a few croutons and a low-fat Italian dressing. That was our dinner. Beer Devourer with a 10-pound super chat says, when will the King's Court come back? That LTG roast was awesome. Well, here's the thing. King's Court was a joke for April Fool's Day. Okay? It was a literal joke. Like, I'm not actually going to hold King's Court sessions. That was supposed to be comedy. Okay? Now, since last week, all week long, I did this crazy long react to the Quarterings documentary from June the King. Okay? There now seems to be more desire for me to do similar style of content. Okay? The truth is, I don't really know LTG's history outside of recent events. Like, I know what he does on his streams now. I know what he's accused of right now, but I don't know his past, okay, at all. I know a little bit about how he had the rivalry with Vizant, and he lost the match and basically got punked, and now he's afraid of challenging anyone because he's a pussy. But outside of that, I don't really know anything else. So here's the thing, like, people seem to think if I really went into the history of LTG that it would be good. Problem there. There really is no comprehensive history on LTG. There's documentaries from 100 years ago, like June the King did one 7 years ago, 5 years ago, right? There are some recent ones from, like there was a guy who did one recently, but it's very, very abridged and doesn't give much detail at all to anything. It's like very fast moving. So I feel like if I react to an old one, I'm leaving too much out. If I react to one of these more recent ones, you're skipping too much. So I've tried reacting just to detractor videos of his. That's what the King's Court joke event was on April 1st. But I don't know if just reacting to current videos now covers enough of the past. So the question is, if I were to do this, is there an outline or a guide that I can use that would say, here is some of the things that this is good for his past, this is good for the middle, this is good for what's going on recently, you should check out this and this and this. That's what I would need. But who would know about that? Do I have to message his detractors and be like, hey, can you help me? Because I want to do a react event to this guy and I don't know what to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to go about it. And now Corman says, well, do your own research. If I do the research, then I can't react to it because I've already spoiled. The point of a react is that you watch and you react to the content as an honest first-time reaction to what you're watching. Like, the reason the Quartering react worked is because I didn't know anything about that guy. at all. So watching, I didn't know about any of those memes. I didn't know about anything. So I'm watching, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe he said this. I can't believe he acted like that. I can't believe this. The girl who works for him said, help me on camera, right? Like, that was shocking shit. And it, boom, it hits, it works, it resonates. If I already research him and I know all his dirty shit, then what the fuck's the point of the react? There is none. So I feel like that's the problem. Like, I think a lot of people want me to react to LTG's stuff from over the years, starting at the beginning and going through the history. But I don't know what I need to do it properly, or have a guy say, watch this first, then go to this, then over here there's some stuff, then watch this particular video. I don't know, you know? That's what's kind of holding me back right now from doing that. I think I'm going to do honestly, I think I'm going to do a special video for the DSP Reacts channel that I'm going to make the featured video, and I'm going to be like, hey, thanks for, you know, the great React event with the quartering. It's the first one I did a year and a half, but now I need legit suggestions on how to go about this. And, you know, I could explain what I just said. I could say, hey, you know, people want LTG, but I don't know what to react to there. You know, like, what do we do? Okay, we'll hang out for about 10 more minutes and build up some more attendance, and then I'm going to start taking your suggestions for games to look up and you know, maybe watch trailers and react to. And like I said, what we will do is likely at first look at a bunch of games, maybe add them to playlists, maybe check up on my I said playlist, excuse me, add them to wish list. Maybe check up on my existing wish list, see if there's stuff there I'm still interested in, maybe some stuff I'm not anymore. And then, depending on how the night goes, it could be just all night checking out new games and adding them to wish list, and then tomorrow we play some. Or if we spend enough time, you know, doing that, maybe we play some of them tonight. We'll have to see. It doesn't really matter. I'm in no rush because we're doing this both tonight and tomorrow, okay? Stop asking the stupid question that has already been answered before. If you keep spamming it, I'll just time you out. I'm not dumb. I'm not wasting my time. There you go. I got 500 kicks from someone who says something absolutely disgusting. I would never respond to that, but I would accept $5 from you, so thanks for $5. I appreciate that. Perhaps I'll respond if you send me another $5. We'll see. Yes, I could. Lalafil says, could you react to stuff that isn't drama or video essays on lolcows? Yes. That's what I think I want to do. I want to do a special video on the React channel, make it the pasted video, and be like, I want honest suggestions. Do you want to see drama reacts, documentary reacts? Do you want to see more serious subject matters? Like, is there a video essay out there on a game series, on something in history or whatever? What would you like to see me react to? I am down for whatever. I just want to know that there's an audience for it. I need to know there's an audience for it, because if I'm going to be taking time away from my gameplay streams, which are doing very well, to work on this content, it has to be worth our time. I say our, because it has to be worth my time where people want to watch it, engage, and support. And it has to be worth your time, because if I'm taking time away from the gaming you want to be sure it's something you want to watch, right? It goes hand in hand here. If I do it and no one cares, it's a waste of everybody's time. No, you know, this is another dumb question, but this guy just asked, could I debunk the big documentary video about supposedly that I cheated in Demon's Souls? How? I want you to think about this. Someone made a documentary about a playthrough I did of a game over a decade ago on a PlayStation 3 that didn't have cloud saves uploaded, that red ring. They're yellow lighted. And that PS3 is long gone, and I don't have the game file. So how could I ever prove that I didn't do a dupe glitch or whatever? The answer is I can't. The person who made that documentary knows it. That's why they made it. They were trying to find a subject matter that I couldn't disprove because it's such an ancient, worn out, worthless topic that there's no way that I could get a game file from back then to prove or disprove anything. So how on earth would I go back and boot the game up and show you my game save when it doesn't exist? So there's nothing to be said or done there. I know, right? It's a dumb topic. And the thing is, if it was an easy thing to just say, hey, here it is, it's over with, here you go, I would. But how could I? Of course, the playthrough doesn't exist. I mean, the playthrough exists, but of course, the save file doesn't exist, nor does the console. I don't even have that console anymore. See, I don't know about that. What about the Mikey No More doc he did on RTU? Like, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't care unless it's only covering things that RTU did in the last 1.5 to 2 years, because I know what he did up until the point where I covered his June the King documentary. But to be honest with you, I don't care about RTU at all. Like, I know he's continued to clownishly escalate his escapades on the internet because it's the only way he can get attention for himself and make a living. I don't care. I don't really, like, he is the most insignificant man on earth. You understand that, right? He's like a skid mark on a pair of dirty underwear. It doesn't matter. You wash it off if you can. And then you move on. You don't dwell on the skid mark. You're like, okay. What's up, Satan? How are you? Yeah, my closet is a mess. That last chip is in there somewhere. I think it's on the top of one of the stacked, cases of documents or games or something over there. I don't really care. Oh, by the way, update. I've ordered 3 boxes of Pokemon cards for $300 a pop. So I spent about $1,000 on Pokemon cards, and they're going to be en route soon. I'll let you know when they're going to arrive, and we can start unboxing them. What's up, Mr. Magoo's Eye Doctor? How are you? Did I burn out on RimWorld near the end? Basically, I didn't burn out, but what happened was we did a run for so long, and we got really cheap-shotted by the, the engine. I'm not going to lie. It really was a big cheap shot that kind of screwed us over. So half my settlers died after like 40 hours, and we could have recovered, but it would have been this long, arduous, tedious, and probably not very fun process. So we started it over, and this time we started over with the DLC. And that was interesting because we had a vampire in the party. But honestly, I just felt like we were at a point where it just wasn't that interesting anymore. We had seen a lot, and I was like, we've been playing this now for like 4 straight months. So we said, forget it, let's give it a break. And I firmly believe that we will go back to RimWorld one day, maybe even over the summer when things slow down with other games and the like. But I just, you know, you play it nonstop weekly, two plus streams a week for like, you know, what was it, like 16 weeks or something crazy like that? And you get like, all right, I've seen enough. You know, I've been doing this for so long. I want to do other stuff. Casanova says, opening the Pokemon booster packs is like a drug. It's very addicting. Well, what I would probably do, we would tie it in with something. I don't know what it would be. Maybe every time I play a Pokemon game, we dedicate, oh, I'll open one pack a stream or something like that or something. I don't know. We'd have to figure it out. Maybe open one pack while playing Pokemon, and if we get a well-supported stream, we commit that I'll open a second pack or something. I don't know. We would have to talk it out and figure it out, but it wouldn't just be like, hey, we're just going to sit here on stream tonight and open 36 packs. Like, no, I wouldn't do that. That would not be very smart. You know. What's up, Jade? Good evening. You're welcome. You're here to try some games out, Jade? Because I don't even know what we're going to see tonight. People are going to be suggesting games. We're going to look at them. And we may or may not play tonight. We'll definitely be playing some games tomorrow, for sure. DSP #1 fan, thanks for $2. Says, RTU's the skid mark on the quarter rings underwear. That's disgusting. I really don't want to think about that. Yuck. No, I think Fear and Hunger is one we're not going to play because of the NSFW content, as you just said. I think we'll stay away from it. No, I could not give the Quartering a fair shot interview because the Quartering would never want an interview from me. It does nothing for him. I'm no one who the exposure that I get is that if I do something, all of my detractors steal it and re-upload it all over the internet, so it gets massive echo, okay? But it's not a good echo. It's not like, oh, positive spotlight. Like someone who really wanted to get the word out about what's going on or tell their side of a story wouldn't come to me because they know it's just going to be negative spin and detractors talking shit. It's not going to be like, oh, this is going to help me in my career. So the Quartering, if he were to come say, oh, I want to come do an interview with you, you're like, are you crazy? Like, it's not going to help you. I would do it. If he wanted it, I would interview him. But I certainly would not, I don't think it would help him in the least. Buy some penny sleeves and hard sleeves. If I were actually to buy Pokemon cards, I would buy sleeves. I would either buy, like you said, the cheap ones. I would buy some hard ones for sure, just in case we got some good pulls. And I would probably buy an album, which I used to have those albums all the time. I had tons of those albums when I was a kid because I collected all kinds of cards. So I'd probably buy an album on a binder, and that would be just for the normal cards, and then the hard sleeves would be for good ones. No, I would probably not eat a scorpion. Jade is asking, can I try Mortal Kombat tonight? No, Jade, I don't think I want to play the Mortal Kombat collection again. Just being honest with you, like that collection had its chance back in the fall, and I really don't have a desire to go to it this late. It's sad because I think that it would be cool, you know, if it had all the nice features when it came out, but I don't really want to dedicate time to learning competitive old school Mortal Kombat at this point. Okay, let's get set up. Let's scoot over here. Let's get in position. We're going to start, you know, taking suggestions and looking at games. Okay, guys? Okay. Alrighty. No, I didn't actually buy any Pokemon cards yet. I was joking. If you thought I was serious about buying 3 boxes of Pokemon cards, I didn't get anything yet. I might. Like the Pokemon... All right, we'll talk about this in a second. Let me get situated here. Because I talked about it on the first stream, but many of you were not here on the first stream. Okay? Okay. Okay, so in regards to let's answer the Pokemon question, okay? If many of you who are here probably have no idea why we're even talking about this. You're probably like, what? Pokemon cards? Like, where did this come from? So, Pokemon's been doing really well on my channel for like the last 2 years. It's weird because it didn't used to. If you remember when I used to play Pokemon, it didn't do that well. But all of a sudden in the last couple of years, the streams have done way better. We usually get a regular attendance, a good amount of engagement. Like people always want to talk and help me with the Pokemon, with the weaknesses and the strengths and the builds and the parties and everything. And the support's been good too. Like I cannot lie. Some of the best supported streams that I've had in a long time. So as of late, if you remember last year when I was doing WWE Smart Guys, my Smart Guys commentary show for pro wrestling. I had cards that I had bought, the WWE collectible cards, and I was unboxing them live on the shows and stuff like that. Then we even had extra because I stopped doing Smart Guys and we had extra, and we ended up just randomly on a whim one night. Remember, we opened them on a stream, and people like that. It's like suspenseful to open up the cards or whatever. And since then, people were like, would you ever do any more card openings? Would you buy Magic the Gathering? Would you do this or that? And I'm not against it, but every time that it seems like there's an opportunity, like, for example, last year there was a Final Fantasy VII tie-in with Magic the Gathering, and I was like, ooh, that would be cool. And then I went to get the cards. They sold out instantly. Like, you literally couldn't buy them. They were immediately bought up on the internet, and you couldn't find it anywhere. So I was like, I guess this idea is dead. But then someone recently suggested, what about Pokemon cards? Because Pokemon streams are doing so well, maybe you could do like a tie-in where you could do Pokemon card, unsleevings during a Pokemon stream when you're actually playing the game too. And I was like, that's not a bad idea. That could be a cool tie-in because people are very supportive of the streams. And I appreciate that, so maybe I would do it. Until this morning, I didn't know how to go about it. And someone sent me the link to this site. I don't know if it's a reputable site. You guys could tell me. Hold on. Let me tell you right now. It's called tcgplayer.com. And I guess what it is, it's a marketplace where people list cards. It's all reselling. Like, to be frank, you can't buy it directly from the company. You just can't. You cannot buy these cards directly from the company. You're always going to pay it like a reseller, okay? So I guess that website lists resellers, and you can buy from them, and they're reputable. They have, like, ratings and everything to make sure you're not buying from a scammer or anything. And so it looks like you can get the most valuable box of cards right now that you can get for Pokemon is called, hold on. We looked at this live on the Pokemon stream earlier. The Mega Evolution Booster Box, MEO1, 36 packs of cards, 10 cards in a pack. And I guess this is the highest chance of getting, like, the valuable chase cards. You want to know how much it costs? $300 for the box of cards. Yeah. $300. And then there's shipping on top of it, too. Some places charge a little bit more, but then they do free shipping. Others do $300 plus extra shipping as well. Okay? So that's pretty ridiculous. But 36 packs, that's a lot. To put this in perspective, when I was doing the WWE cards, which literally have no value, they're worthless cards, they were charging me $80 for a box of like 5 packs. So I was paying over $10 a pack. Here, it's cheaper, and it's Pokemon cards that actually have value, and you could make money if you get lucky. Okay? So I'm just saying, like, this seems to make more sense. I don't know what was going on with those WWE cards. I think people are just idiots. It's paying that much money for these cards that have no value whatsoever. The other thing is, with these Pokemon cards, if you're unboxing them during a Pokemon stream, you're like, oh yeah, the Pokemon we're actually using in the game right now, and now we can unbox and see if we get some of those Pokemon in the card. Like, I would recognize a lot of the Pokemon, or most of them, right? Which is really cool. When I was doing the freaking, the WWE cards, I didn't even know 90% of the wrestlers. I was like, who the hell are all these NXT and all this bullshit? It seemed like most of the deck that they had was NXT wrestlers no one had heard of, So you just don't know what's going to happen. I think it would be neat it would be something fun to do. And like someone said, if I were to do it, I would probably buy an album to put the cards in, and I'd probably buy some sleeves for if I happen to get a semi-valuable card and I want to take it into a good condition, you know, so that way I don't damage it by accident or whatever. Like, I wouldn't be against that. So, like, what do you guys think? Realistically, would you like that? I'm okay with doing it. I could do it right now. I could literally order it right now. It's not a big deal. I just want to make sure it's something people are interested in, not I do it, and then people are like, oh, we don't care. Like, oh, well, then I guess I shouldn't have bothered, right? So that's what we're talking about. We're discussing it. It's a possibility. The thing is, with Pokemon Fire Red, we're going to beat it soon. I think maybe 2 more streams. We're probably going to wrap up Pokemon Fire Red. So once that's done, you know, what's next? Realistically, you know, people want me to play Champions. Maybe we could play Champions. I don't know how long that would last. I'll be honest. I don't think we're going to play Pokopia. Like, at this point, the hype's already dead. No one's talking about Pokopia. It's like a dead game already. It had that hype for a very short period of time, and that was it. So it'd probably be Champions for now. Okay, I think now, guys, let's start looking at games, and here we go. Cosmic Chalupa just did a $5 super chat and says, check out Shadows of Doubt. Let's see what this is. Thank you for the first suggestion of the night. Shadows of Doubt. Thank you, Cosmic Chalupa. Let's see what this is. Shadows of Doubt. Here it is. Too loud. Hold on 1 second. I got to adjust this. Oh, yeah, it was way too loud. I don't know what happened there. I had it set way too loud. Thank you, Mr. Ignorant Person. Let's look at this first because you suggested a game. Let's take this one in first. So here it is, Shadows of Doubt. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, modifiers. Hold on. I don't care about modifiers. I care about the real game. Where's the real...
When someone turns up murder,
here we go.
They leave behind a life.
Oh, it's all pixelated.
Space full of their deepest secrets. Their letters. Their address book.
So it's a like a detective investigation game, but it's all pixelized.
History of friends.
Oh, look at this.
Lovers. Cheats. Liars. Suspects.
Pokemon card dealers.
Sometimes chasing means waiting. I've chased sharpshooters.
You punched it right in the face, wasn't even looking.
Kidnappers. Uptown, downtown, beneath the streets. Every case is different. And there's no such thing as easy money. I follow the dead to catch the living. And every step
It's hard to figure out what it is. Is it like Deus Ex or a game like that? Like an RPG? It seems like it is now. At first, I thought it was a detective game, but now it looks like an RPG where you free roam, sneak, fight, stuff like that.
Leads me deeper into the shadows.
What do you guys think? It didn't look bad. I thought that was interesting. First time I've heard of the game. It's a little on the older side. It's 1.5 years, 2 years old, but it is very positive and mostly positive reviews. Gay, awful. Oh, gay and awful. It's called an immersive sim. Oh, gotcha. But you said it's gay and awful, so I probably shouldn't play it then, right? Okay, let's go ahead. I'll add it to the wish list. Okay, so Mr. Ignorant Person did a $5 Canadian super chat, which is like $4 American or 3 and change American, and he says, Tactic Boxing. Okay, hold on. Tactic Boxing. Okay. This one's from March of 2024. So is it a serious boxing sim? It kind of looks like it is. It looks like they focused more on the mechanics than they did the graphics, because the graphics are insanely simplistic. But perhaps it's more, you know, like it looks like they're straight hook, probably uppercut, body blows, and then you go ragdoll. Tactic Boxing. Clinch. What happened to the graphics? Why are they all blurry? What happened here? This is supposed to be like the trailer that sells the game, and the graphics were completely blurry. That's probably a bad idea to make it look like that. Jesus, stop hitting him. Oh my God, dude, that was brutal. He was out on his feet, and he just kept wailing on his head. By the way, wait a minute. Where's the referee? There's no referee in this game? Ha ha ha, why is there no referee? I'll just keep hitting him, it's fine. And look, what happened, again, what happened to the blurriness? You can't see anything. Stop hitting him! Are you kidding me? All right, this game, I don't know. This game is brutal, man. He kept wailing on the dude. I don't know if I would want to play. I'll be honest, it doesn't look that great. It doesn't look that balanced or refined. It looks a little rough around the edges, so I appreciate the suggestion, but it's probably a skip. Mundo, thank you for $5 more. And now he's saying the Tokyo Extreme Racer. All right, let's see what this is. Because you suggested it before, and apparently I searched for it incorrectly and didn't find it. So hold on. Tokyo Extreme Racer. There it is. Damn, it's expensive, actually, for like not a mainstream game. Graphics look good. Royal Dreams. It's all in Japanese, but hopefully you'll be able to get it in English, right? Tuning of your car. Yeah. Hell yeah. Look, it looks good. Like, the graphics look good. Tuning looks good. Look at that. Decals on your car. There you are. There is a problem, though. I'm sorry. I got a little out of control there. There is a problem. Okay? It's a game called Tokyo Extreme Racer. It's about extreme racing in Japan. Do you know what we're going to play on Tuesday? Forza Horizon 6. Do you know what that game is about? Racing in Japan. So it's kind of bad timing, honestly, because we're about to play Forza Horizon 6 on Game Pass on Tuesday, and we don't even know if that's going to work. So sadly, I think I would hold off on this for now. Like, let's say we played Forza Horizon 6 and it sucks ass and we don't like it. Maybe then later on we could consider playing a game like this. But for now, I mean, we're already going to play one on Game Pass. It kind of makes sense just to play that one first, right? So it's just kind of a symptom of bad timing. If we weren't doing Forza, I would consider this. Okay? Okay. I'm trying to go in order here. Flatman B did a $2 super chat. He says, Samurai Showdown on Steam? What do you mean, Flatman? Which Samurai Showdown? It's not even on here. But it is? What the hell? Is this the one you're talking about, Flatman? This was the one that came out in 2021, but I completely skipped it. And by the way, this game has no community. Like, it came out and apparently it just didn't do well. And even though it had some decent reviews and everything, it kind of failed. And so no one really plays it, from what I'm to understand. I wonder if it was the graphic style, because it's this weird, like, comic-y cel-shaded style. It has, like, the entire classic cast. Look, they're all in it. Yep. It's everywhere. I think there might be new characters here too. I don't recognize some of these. It looks fine. It looks fine, but I'm just going to be honest, okay? If this is the one you wanted me to look at, right? It's 5 years old, and hence this is the problem with a fighting game 5 years after its launch. Sadly, the community it has, from what I'm to understand, because I was trying to pay attention to this game when it came out, and I ended up skipping it. It didn't get a solid community. Like, it didn't even get a good player base for tournaments. Like, they tried to do tournaments for like the first year, and it didn't do well. And so, therefore, right now, it's always like a side tournament or whatever, but it's not taken seriously. And the problem would be if I were to play this today, you'd have everyone as a tryhard who's been playing it since day one, so they're all good and kicking ass and know the meta. It would be like me trying to learn it for the first time is a waste of time because the game doesn't have a significant community to invest time in. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, sure, I'm sure if I could play it, I would learn it, and eventually I could get good at it. But what's the point when there's no competition? No one really watches the game. You know what I'm saying? I probably would like it because I played the original Samurai Showdowns. So I know the style of game and everything. It has the auto combos and it has the crazy counter hits that do ginormous damage and the big flashy supers. But I don't think it would work, sadly, for the streams. So then Vasil did 500 kicks. Thank you to Vasil. And he says, any thoughts on giving DayZ an actual try if people will show up? Maybe a Friday night stream. I heard it's got a good community. Well, the problem with that is, right, the version of DayZ that I have is the cloud-streamed version. Now, did you watch me play it during that marathon earlier this year? That's the question. If you did, you'll notice the graphics were very fuzzy, and sadly, it did have a little bit of delay. Now, it's an old game. So maybe that doesn't matter, okay? Like, I'm not going to say no to DayZ, but I'll be honest with you. If I were to play it, maybe I would play it once or twice, and I probably wouldn't care past that. If you're okay with that, I'd be fine giving it a shot for, like, just a random stream or two, as long as people would commit to showing up for it. But I don't think that's something that I really want to invest a lot of time in. It's so old, and so many games have come after it to evolve the formula. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's like a game that in PC history, it stands alone, and a lot of people have played it and really loved it, and other great things have come from mods of it and stuff. But I don't really know if I would want to do a big, long series on that game. So I guess I would say it's a maybe. We have it. Like, I could play it right now via the cloud on Game Pass, but I guess we'll have to ask the audience if they really care enough. You know what I mean? Vasil says he would support it for 1 or 2 streams on, like, a Friday night or something. What else do you guys think? Would you care about DayZ at all? Beer Devourer, we already talked about this. Pokemon Champions is a very strong consideration for my rotation, but we have to beat Pokemon Fire Red first. And we're close. From what I'm seeing, as far as we got today, maybe 1 or 2 more streams, and likely we will wrap up Pokemon Fire Red, and then we can say if we want to do Champions. I liked Champions when we played it as a late-night stream. I thought it was fun. I would be totally down for that. Plus, next month, Pokemon Champions is getting crossplay because it's going to release on phones. So you're going to have a whole new audience of people that want to see it and maybe want to play it. And you know what I'm saying? So probably that, and maybe that could be a good tie-in with Pokemon cards if I get any. Maybe do Pokemon unboxings or unsleevings while we're doing Pokemon Champions. That could be pretty cool, right? I think that'd be pretty neat. But not immediately. Caterade did a $5 super chat. Did you check out a demo for Black Jacket? It's a blackjack roguelike. No. Okay, hold on a second. I've never heard of that. Black Jacket. Thank you, Caterade. Let's see what Black Jacket is. It just came out. Oh, wow. Okay, let's take a look at this. It has a demo. What the? Oh,
You want some more coin? You get more.
Play blackjack to save your soul. Yeah, what the heck are these cards? What the? So it's not blackjack. It's just like Balacho or Balacho or however you say it. It is, the heart of it is blackjack, but it's got these crazy variables that change the formula.
Give me my coins back.
Hold on 1 second. Let's flex, Frog. Come on, Frog. Yeah. Come on, pump it up, Frog. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. Give that flex with Frog. Yeah. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you, Onoheim, again. I'll shout that out in a second. All right. Let's continue.
You're not getting it.
Why are you trying to get out of here?
You keep leaving. Even Mom says so.
Maybe part of you likes the pain.
If you want to leave this place,
This game even has a story. It has a legit story, too. Unlike Balatro or Balatro, again, I don't know how to pronounce it. It seems to have a solid story.
to find the people you abandoned.
Don't be a stranger, please.
Get back up.
One more?
What do you guys think? I think it's worth a try. I'm going to add that to the wish list, and I think, does it have a demo? Oh, look at the packs, Clover Pit, which we already looked at in the Gamblers. What's weird is it doesn't have Balatro as a combo, you would think. So there is no demo, but it's also cheap. It's $11. That would be one I might very, very much consider, because I love blackjack. Like, I used to play blackjack at casinos, and to have a video game based around that with variables would be pretty fun, I think. Oh, Clout Siffler says it's on Game Pass. I keep forgetting, any game that we consider, I have to check to see if it's on Game Pass, because a lot of the times they are on Game Pass. So let's see, Blackjack, it's on here. Yep. I'm going to install it now, right? Why not? It's on Game Pass. Why would I said install it now. Yes. Yes. So there's one that we could try. It's on freaking Game Pass. Why not? Right? It's free. Cool. Okay, let's continue. Clout Siffler became a member. Thank you to Clout Siffler for re-upping your membership. And you suggested a game in chat, didn't you? What did he suggest? Because I know he was suggesting a game. What's up, Gabriel? How are you, man? Where was it? I know you had suggested a game earlier. Where did it go? Did you do it right after you joined? Bober Bros the Hole? What the hell? Bober Bros the Hole? Ah, what the? That is a weird name, I'm not going to lie. Let's see what the hell that is. Oh. Are we sure that this isn't rated like X? A first-person horror game that explores the cracks in domestic life. Your neighbor's drilling starts the nightmare. The holes reveal dark secrets for deeper than any wall could hide. No cheap scares, only disturbing reality. What? What? I don't know if I can press play on this. Here, about this game. Let's watch this. Relaxing with a beer, watching TV, and trying to unwind until the noise from next door and mysterious holes in your wall make the rest impossible. Short but unsettling. Experience a thought-provoking, intense narrative in a 40-minute playthrough. Ideal for players seeking a deep yet concise psychological horror experience. If it's horror, why did they make this the thumbnail? Come on. Like, guys, seriously, like, that is, you know what they're doing there. They're making it, they're misrepresenting the game to be something that it's not. Because it doesn't say it's X-rated or anything, right? So why the hell did they make that the thumbnail? Where is there a rating? It actually won an Indie Live Expo award. Look. All right, I guess I'll give the trailer a watch. Okay, if we get in trouble, it's all your fault. Okay. The trailer is terrible quality. It's super pixelated, low res. Like, you could have PS2 graphics, but be a good bit rate. This is a terrible bit rate.
Так, не оставь меня во всем. И один хвала тобі, я єсть жив.
What the hell is this? Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. That one, I don't know about that. I'll be honest. I don't think so. Okay. Oh, no, not him again. Did a $2 super chat. Says, check out 9 Days, a superhero sim. Okay. I put 9 dats.
You have
Okay.
9 days. That is all the time this planet has left.
Planet Baloo.
Not because of fate, because of me. I am the Destroyer, sent by the Universal Order to judge your world.
Why did you destroy a random car? What was the point of that? The poor person inside.
The planet has the right to defend itself. Send an army. Send a single being. If you endure, this world breathes again. But if you fall,
What the hell? Did you try to
life
star?
will restart.
This is unlock transformations. You mean like the evolutions from Dragon Ball? They look exactly the same. Honestly, to me, this looks like an MMO. It looks like it was an MMO, and then they changed the assets over. They flipped it into something else. It totally looks like an MMO. Oh, excuse me for 1 second, everyone. Come on, Frog. Let's go. We got to flex, Frog. Come on. Let's flex, Frog. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Frog. Let's get a nice flex in there, baby. Yeah. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It reminds me of City of Heroes, except in this one, you're in space. Like a City of Heroes, you were stuck on the ground in instances. Here, it looks like you could fly into space and do stuff. And this looks like Dragon Ball gameplay.
You have 9 days.
Why 9 days? What's the significance of 9 days? So, very positive, mostly positive, from March 8, 2024. I'm just curious. I want to look at recent reviews. I was iffy about the game. I don't have good experience with the game like this, but the game has surprised me. For my PC specs, the game looked good. Can't wait to see what it looks like when I upgrade. It's easy to get good armor and abilities. Just got done with Chapter 1. Trust disguises peak. Get it and experience the joy I have felt. Absolute cinema. Chapter 1 is one of the best boss fights of all time. I used to enjoy this game when I first got it, and it was fun. I tried to play it today. Black screen. Tried several fixes. Everyone results in a black screen. Oh, that's weird. Wait, black screen. This is weird. Did they update the game recently and it screwed it up for people? Huh. It seems like people that actually played it like it. The game is so butt. Zero optimization. The game is boring. But then there's people that's like, this is the best game I've ever played. Read it. Like, oh, this is the best sandbox game I've ever played. I'll put it on my wish list. I'm not sold. Yeah, I'm not sold yet. Okay, wow. Guys, thank you for the support. I don't even know where to start. I think there had been a tip. Hold on, because I think there was a tip, and I want to make sure not to miss it. Someone tipped $2 as throwing out Wander Stars replaced and maybe Dispatch. Dispatch, I'm not interested in. Wander Stars are replaced. Replaced, we just added to the wish list earlier today, so I know about it. I don't know what Wander Stars is. Oh, this is wrong. This is not top tip. Okay, hold on. I screwed this up. Top tip is now this $2 tip from an anonymous tipper. That's our first tip of the night. So, Wander Stars. Okay. Let's see what Wander Stars is.
Next time on Wander Stars.
The volume is super low.
Join Ringo and Wolf, unlikely partners in a race to find the Wander Star map. Use words to fight and unleash custom attacks in this super anime RPG.
Duh, super anime RPG.
Collect and combine over 200 words for surprising new effects. Befriend your rivals to earn pep-ups and get special abilities. Travel the universe.
So basically the characters are based off of real anime. Like that was Yu Yu Hakusho. Or it could have actually even been JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but then the other character kind of looked like he was from Dragon Ball. So I think what it is they're trying to, you know, bite on those kind of stereotypic tropes, but the combat is unique because it's all based on words. So like if you use the word wide, it means you'll hit more than one enemy. If you use the one focused, maybe you hit only one enemy, but it's like double damage. And you just combine words to make your attacks up. It's kind of an interesting premise.
Poster adventure filled with twists and turns. Make friends and enemies in a tale of mystery, betrayal, redemption, surfing capybaras, and delicious empanadas.
Now, hold on. If there's both surfing capybaras and delicious empanadas, I might have to check it out. If they had just said one of those, I'd maybe be on the fence. But with those to combine, come on.
Will Ringo and Wolf find all the pieces of the Wander Star map? Tune in to find out.
It seems all right, and basically it's a game that's very stereotypical based off of anime. I'll add that. You know, there's a demo, too. I'll add that to the wish list. It's a maybe. All right, there was another tip, and then there's a bunch of super chats and things. We got a $2 tip here. Horror Veil. It's like Earthbound and other classic RPGs with a spooky spin. That sounds familiar. Horror Veil sounds really familiar to me. Like, we maybe have looked at it already before, but let's look at it. Maybe we didn't. It does sound familiar, the Horror Veil. Welcome to the underworld. No, I mean, what does it look like? Does it look like Earthbound? No, it looks like Undertale, right? Meet Alice. And Scruffy. Save your dog. Befriend spooky characters like this Frankenstein ripoff. Bolt. I mean, it truly looks like the essence of an indie. You know what I mean? So you could tell that it's inspired by several different games and franchises, but you could tell that it also has an original spin to it. Like, let me put it this way. I think this is good. I don't know if the audience would think that's good or care about me playing it. I like the look. I'll add it to my wish list. I like the look of it, and I would probably love it. But I got to play things that are going to appeal to the wide audience, and I don't know if that's going to, you know. Okay, we go back now to the YouTube side of things. So, Caterade had done another $2 super chat, said it's also on Game Pass. I think he was referring to the Blackjack game. Well, thank you for that, and if we may check that out, because it's on Game Pass. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? Kane did a $3.49 New Zealand super chat. I don't have any clue what the value of New Zealand currency is. So how much was it? $3.49. So that is about $2. Okay. Thank you for that. And he says, that looks like shit. I don't even know which ones he's referring to. What about Freedom Planet 2? I don't know what Freedom Planet 2 is, but we can look it up. Okay, Freedom Planet 2. It would help if my hands were on the home row keys. So there is a demo. Whoa! It's totally... It didn't pause. What the hell? It wasn't pausing. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. 100%. It's a modern take on Sonic the Hedgehog.
Our worst fears realized. A merciless centurion from a time when our land was ravaged by war. Murga.
This is Bakunawa. Magnificent, is she not? Bakunawa will rise to the sky and devour your moon. And we will sail the stars for this world.
Never mind, it's a shooter. It looked like Sonic at first, but now they're shooting guns. So it's a shoot 'em up. It's a platforming shoot 'em up combination game?
You honestly expect us to sit back and let you destroy our world? Blazing fast!
Let's walk on the wild side. I'm a super dog!
Freeze!
I mean, it's got elements from a million games. I think all they did... Oh, excuse me one second. Come on, Frog! Let's go! Come on! Yeah, Frog! I think what they did is they took various aspects of games from, like, classic Sega from back in the day. Like, I saw some Space Harrier in there, and then there was definitely Sonic. There's some shoot-'em-up stuff, like different games combined into, like, one game. There's, like, a modern version that represents those retro games. Like, it's kind of like an homage style, I think. I think that's what they're going for here. So once again, you know, is this my style of game? Yeah, it is. It's a throwback to the days, you know, games I used to play back in the day. But would this be something that people would want to see me play? I know this has a demo, right? When we were searching for it. Oh, shut up. Quiet you. Freedom Planet. I was looking for Freedom Planet. It says there's a demo. So maybe we could try out the demo. We try out the demo and see if it's something people like in demo form. And if they like it in demo form, then maybe we would actually play it, right? Okay. Someone's name is Hick Dead, who did a $2 super chat. He says, Berglin Gnomes. Never heard of it. Thanks for $2. Let's see. Here it is. Coming soon. Oh, this isn't out yet, but the demo's out. What on earth? Look at their hands. Their arms stretch way out. What the heck is that? Whoa, look at their arms. Ultra stretchy. Look at the old guy was having a heart attack. Oh, they're stealing underpants. Oh, they broke the guy's TV. Look at this. The guy's trying to stop him. They're smoking his cigarettes. What is going on? They smoke his cigarettes. Oh, no, his food. No, he's in the oven. Get him out. Why is there a living mushroom trying to eat them? Ew. Okay, this game is just weird, man. Ah, he had a wings, like a glider. Oh! Look at that on his head. You gotta fight the enemy mice. This is crazy. What a crazy game. So it's not even out yet, but there is a demo. I mean, it just looks wild. I'll put it on my way. It's probably something silly to play once and never play again, though, right? All right. Well, thanks for the suggestion. Excuse me one second. Come on, Frog. We can't stop flexing tonight, baby. We're going to get the record number of flexes here tonight. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to break the record of flexes tonight. That's like 5 or 6 already. Thank you for that. All right, let's keep going in a row here. Caterade did a $5 super chat and said, ignore my last super chat. You found Blackjack on Game Pass. Yes, I did. So it's already on there, and likely we will check it out because I love Blackjack, so we'll probably give it a try. Okay. Star Richie did a $2 super chat. Check out the Dark Queen of Mortholm. Okay. The Dark Queen of Martholm. Maybe if I just type in Martholm. No. There it is. Different perspectives and the beauty of change. Slay the pitiful hero. I mean, that wasn't a very good representation of the game, was it? Is there more to it? Is just the whole game is one room? I mean, the game is $3. Maybe the whole game is one room. It's $3. It's hard to go wrong with a game that's $3 because who cares if it sucks? It's $3. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. Let's see here. Okay. King of the Void did a $2 super chat and said, check Kenshi, Cult Classic Survival Adventure RPG. Didn't we already look at Kenshi? Didn't we already know about it? And it was a possibility at some point. But at one point we decided against it because apparently it's a huge open world RPG and we didn't want to do long games. Yeah, we already looked at this. I'm aware of it. I know it exists. I know at one point it was a very popular game among indie crowds. The problem is it's a sandbox. And number one, I just played a sandbox in Crimson Desert. Didn't work out too well. Number two, we've played very lengthy games recently. Those didn't work out too well because they were too long. I'm really not looking for an insanely long game experience right now, if that makes sense. Maybe I would be eventually. I'm just not right now, okay? But I appreciate the suggestion, and thank you for the super chat. Clout Siffler, now with a $2 super chat. Half Minute Hero has OG 8-bit graphics, okay? Half Minute Hero. There's a ton of these. Look. The Second Coming, Super Mega. Like, what's the difference? They're the same price. How can you tell? This one's only for 2012. And then what's this one? 2014. These games are ancient. These games are over 12 years old. I don't know about this one. What it is they're trying to make it look like old school RPGs. It doesn't look like it plays like them. Nah, I'm going to pass on this one, okay? I'm going to make an executive decision and pass. Alex Silva, thanks for $2. Check out Ebola Village RE1 Survival Horror. I doubt that's the full name. It's probably just called Ebola Village, right? Okay. It's a year old. Ebola Village.
For emergency news. According to the latest report, a tragedy has occurred in the state of California where an accident caused the leak of a new dangerous strain of the Ebola virus.
Fucking hell! What's with this face? What the fuck am I supposed to do with you? Listen, call an ambulance, quick!
Ooh! First off, let's see. So they actually had made previous games, but this is the latest one, Ebola Village. Let's look at the reviews. Short Shot Fest, Moscow. So it's Russian. The game is a mixed bag. Great looking environments, great animations when in first person, Resident Evil style inventory management, but janky cutscenes look like they were done in DAZ 3D. Extremely small areas to move around in. Resident Evil door loading, why not? The entire game locking up right before a cutscene starts playing for a few seconds, and some interesting clothing choices. It's not great even for a budget title. Very good 1 out of 5 asset AI slop. Structured almost like an actual video game, which makes it an instant masterpiece compared to the rest of the series. I think I must have Ebola. I actually had fun optimizing and running through the whole game. The only way you could possibly enjoy it is if you actually have Ebola. Well, that's an interesting take on it. Wow. For the price, it's okay. I finished it in 8 hours. I don't know if I'd play it again, maybe after a while. It's an FPS zombie horror game that takes place in a small USSR village. The game feels like a cross between Resident Evil 7 and 8 games and the Dead Island franchise. The puzzles are very akin to Resident Evil, but the game's exploration is more open world like Dead Island. There's no hand-holding or linear path to go. You have to explore, find items, and so...
For emergency news.
I didn't press play. It's playing itself. That's interesting. Can I get back to what I was reading? It starts playing itself. Okay. So it's more like Dead Island. There's no hand-holding or linear path. You explore, find items, solve puzzles, and open doors to discover new paths. It took me 4.5 hours to complete my first playthrough. The immersion in the game is fantastic. You get dropped in with no real guide. It's up to the player to search everywhere on their own to find clues and solve puzzles. It creates a sense of adventure, even more than the latest Resident Evil games, where you can find yourself just going through the motions and on rails. It looks modern when you max the settings. The zombies break apart when you shoot them. Heads get blown off. Arms get blown off. It's nasty, and it's a lot of fun. The soundscapes are well done. The voice acting is not in English, so I don't understand it, but it seems well voice acted enough. There are subplot lines that you can explore with twists. The puzzles are well balanced. No guide needed. Multiple boss fights. Huh. However, the music is irritating. Too many trips back to the storage box. Could really use unlockable infinite weapons for beating the game. There's only 2 guns to find and use. Really? Some of the house interiors are complete asset flips that I've seen before in other games, but decorated differently. The combat is a bit too easy. Huh. I guess, all right, let's add it. Let's go to wish list. It's a maybe, I would say. Sounds like a gore fest. It sounds like a game for like one stream, and I probably wouldn't finish it, you know, but at least I would check it out. Okay, let's keep going. Where was I? Ebola Village. Okay, next is Sky Jogger. Sky Jogger did a $10 super chat. Thank you, Sky Jogger. And he said, I recommended the game Descending before. I think you'd like it. It's not on Steam. It's a popular indie site. Oh, we looked at this one before, right? We already looked at that one together. We looked it up, did we not? Descending, and I thought, oh, yeah. But, I mean, you're right. I would much rather play something through Steam or through the Xbox app than have to set it up individually outside of that and have it have potential problems. But I'm pretty sure we looked at Descending before. Like, it rings a bell. So I think we looked it up on the site and everything, right? Free JT, thanks for $2. Dark Light Survivor or Suit for Hire Kenshi. Wait, are those 3 suggestions? Well, hold on. What am I doing now? Hold on. So, Dark Light Survivor has a demo. Survive. This just came out. Survive the Multiverse. Old Gods Awaken. What the? How many views are there? I can't even tell what this game is. It looks like 4 different games together, does it not? It totally looks like 4 different genres. So there it almost looks like an MMO. Now it's a third-person shooter, kind of like Helldivers 2. But now, look at this. Now it looks completely different. How does it keep changing genres? I don't understand, because the gameplay is completely different depending on the view. Like when you were in the top-down view, it kind of reminds me of like Smash TV, of other games that we've played, almost like a Diablo. But then is it action-based? Because it's a third-person shooter as well. It's weird. I can't tell what the game is. It does look like Diablo here, see? That totally looks like Diablo. So it's Diablo then. I think it is. It looks like Diablo now. Now that I'm giving it a closer look, that's definitely what it reminds me of. It's Diablo, but every once in a while you could go to a third-person perspective and use guns and stuff. Right? It does have a demo. Right? It showed a demo. So here, let's wishlist the demo, and maybe we'll check out the demo and see what it's like. Okay. Solo 2 AM did a $5 super chat and says Baby in Yellow. Oh, I know what Baby in Yellow is. It's still on my wish list. And it is one that I would like to play eventually. Like, we actually had it in multiple polls over the last year. It just sadly never won. I would have liked to check it out, but it never wins the poll, so we never play it. But that's still on my wish list. In fact, what we'll probably do is go through the wish list and confirm things we're interested in and remove some, right? Alex Silva did a $2 super chat. What about The Guy Game? The Guy Game? That sounds pretty... it sounds like The Man Show. I'll look it up as The Guy Game. I get the feeling it's going to be stupid. Let's see. It's not even here. There is no The Guy Game. Is it just Guy Game? No. It's not there. Where would this game be, Alex? If you can tell me where it is, I'll look for it. Okay? I got a $2 tip. Someone says Super Meat Boy 3D. It's free on Game Pass. Is it? I'm aware of it, that they basically made a new Meat Boy game. I'm aware that they did. Maybe it would be something to check out one night. Hold on. Considering that it is on there already. It just came out recently, too, didn't it? Like a couple days ago. Or not a couple days, a couple months ago. All right, you know what? Since that's Game Pass, just for the hell of it, I'll slap it on there, too. And maybe that's one that we'll check out at some point. I'm probably going to suck at it and just, die at it nonstop, but I'm willing to check it out. Oh, let's see here. Someone tipped $2, says, does it have to be a recent release? Because Her Story is an award-winning indie game from before you've had the PC. It's really unique. Immortality from the same studio, really unique. Both are one-stream games. No, it doesn't have to be a super recent game. But also, I mean, let's be honest, I don't think anyone's going to care about a game that's like 10, 12, 15 years old. You know what I mean? Like, indie game, it would have to be at least an indie game from the last few years that people would know what it is and recognize it and care. So what was this one? Her Story. That sounds familiar. Is that on Game Pass? No. A woman is interviewed 7 times by police. Search the video database and explore hundreds of authentic clips. It won awards. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on one second. Come on, Frog. Let's go. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. All right. That's a good one. Okay. What about here? Here it is. 2015. Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that old. I did not realize the game was that old. 7 times the police searched the video database for hundreds of authentic clips to discover her story. All right, I'll add that to the wish list. That's kind of unique. And then Immortality. This one's 2022.
It's a bit of a fairy tale. So Arthur Fisher, the great director, was casting for his new movie, Ambrosio. He saw 20,000 girls, and long story short, he picked you.
Yes.
She disappeared. Find the footage.
What is your name? Marissa Marcel.
Explore the match cut.
Did we get it right?
Go behind the scenes. Solve the mystery. What happened to Marissa Marcel? Who killed her? An interactive movie trilogy. A movie trilogy. How long is it, I wonder? Here, let's take a look at recent reviews. Choosing between recommend or not, honestly, took me a bit of time. Is this game interesting? Absolutely. Does the game feel like being dropped into a maze with no prior pointing you towards the goal? Yes. It is a game you have to devote time to, a game that I would argue you can't just start and get into and have fun. You start, you get your bearings, you fathom what you're actually attempting to do, then you can get into it. The good news is once you do, it's deep, intriguing, and almost compulsive. The acting is, in my opinion, stellar, and hell, I'd actually watch some of the fake movies the game is about. It isn't hard to find the personalities, connections, and work enjoyable. The writing, too, is of equally good quality. The game says a lot, and the vast majority of it is actually interesting to consider. It's an ode to Lynch's cinema, so it's an ode to David Lynch. Game drags a little near the end. No game has been so successful at consistently drawing emotion out of me, especially when you first figure out the gimmick. I don't know how compelling I find this one, but the interplay between the real-life actors and directors and the on-screen characters is fascinating and unlike anything that I've seen, even in a movie. Why have I never heard of it then? Like, if it is this unique, why did I never hear of this game before? That's weird. But this is a narrative-based game, too, like solely narrative, right? I'll add it to the wish list. I don't know if I'm going to end up playing it, but I'll add it to the wish list. All right. My wish list is now like 100 games. I do think that once these suggestions calm down, we got to clean up the wish list. Like, no exaggeration. We got to go and take stuff off the wish list because the wish list is so bloated right now. Let's see here. Skyjogger, thanks for 3 months as a member, for the record. Thank you so much. Andrew did a $2 super chat and said mixtape. So here's the deal. I know people would like to see me play mixtape and basically make fun of the game. There's a problem. I've already explained it when I first talked about mixtape last week. The entire game is based on licensed music. You can't turn it off. All you can do is turn off all music. They didn't give it a streamer mode. But if you turn off all music, you may as well not play the game because that's the point of the game, is the licensed music. So I literally can't play it because if I do, the playthrough will be muted. Yeah. As dumb as that sounds, because they threw so much money at the game and they insisted that the game have this music, streamers literally can't fucking stream it. Alex says, well, other streamers play it. Other streamers are not monetizing it then. You cannot stream licensed music. You will get demonetized. Or muted. It depends on the situation. Okay. Soul at 2 a.m., thanks for $2. Tralalero, tralala, survive the night. What the heck? That's a real game? Tralalero, tralala? Okay. Let's see. There it is. Tralalero, tralala. Mostly negative reviews. Let's see. Oh, Jesus! Oh, my God. What was that? Yeah, I think I can see why this one has mostly negative reviews. What does he say? What the hell is he saying? No. But thanks for the super chat suggestion. Caterade with a $2 super chat says Copycat is a short tear jerker. Copycat is a short tear jerker. Let me take a look at that. Copycat. Wait. Oh, no. There's too many. Copycats, copycat, copycat, copycat. Is it this one? A poignant narrative-driven game about rejection.
Can I tell you a secret?
Huh.
My baby girl went missing a month ago.
Oh, no.
Her name was Dawn. She looked exactly like you.
Aww.
I know you're not her, but can we pretend?
Oh, no. You're the kitty? are you kidding me? The story is that a cat ran away, and then the owner got another cat that looked just like it, and now the real cat returned, and now that cat is luring the other cat away? Look. Yeah. Tears will flow the further you sink your claws in. Oh no. Oh no, you're getting beat up by kitties. There's dogs trying to get you. Oh no. Oh. Could it be even worse? Could it be? Because you saw that the owner is an older woman. I hate to say it, but could it be a sad story where the old woman has dementia and she forgets about the cat? And now she tries to get another cat, but then she forgets about that cat? Oh man, this could be a really messed up game. Oh. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, that seems interesting, but it could be really sad and messed up, too. Here, I'm going to just read. Oh, it has a demo. The game is low-key sad. The story mainly revolves around denial, abandonment, and acceptance. The gameplay is pretty surface level. It's a narrative-driven title. All you do is explore. Keep in mind that the map parts are tiny and don't have many things to interact with, and you play mini-games. The graphics aren't exactly amazing. If you're looking for a short game that can be beaten in one sitting with relatively easy achievements, you can sob to, this might be worth checking out. It's hard to make a story abandonment seriously when half the game you're listening to a Mr. Funny Guy narrator quipping about absolutely everything. There's 100 floating jokes about random objects in the environment. Majority of it came off as very tone-deaf and repeatedly destroyed any emotion or gravitas the story was trying to build up. For the last 20% of the game, I finally turned off voices and subtitles completely. I ended up enjoying the experience more. I really wish there was a narrative-free option. I might try the demo, but that sounds like they did ruin it, right? It sounds like they ruined it with the annoying narrator. Huh. Well, I put it on the list. Let's see here. Parasolo, 20 sec. Thanks for the sex. That is $2.11. He says, Karma the Dark World. I'm unsure if it's even a horror game. You're unsure. You're recommending a game to me, and you're unsure of what it is? So then how would I know? So it's called Karma the Dark World. Okay. From 2025, in-game footage.
My child, you must take good care of yourself. Go on, you
What the hell? Karma is an invisible river flowing through time beyond life and death. A man may be imprisoned, he may be tormented, but karma does not cease. It merely waits for him in the currents of fate till his vow is fulfilled. And it quotes itself.
To protect her. I didn't keep my promise. I don't want to stay in this lonely castle anymore. I can't.
Pro tip. If you're trying to advertise your game, don't have a musical song with lyrics. I say musical song. Don't have a song with lyrics playing while someone is also talking, because it goes over it and it cuts in. It sounds terrible. Right? It sounds awful.
Dad, this is the castle. I feel
all of you, never ending. Why so engaging? Why dream of you?
What the hell is this? I have no idea what this is. Is this even a game? Like, it's impossible to read. What the hell is going on? That guy had a droopy face like me.
What day?
What is going on? What is this game?
Into the sea. With the last grains of sand.
Can this guy stop crying? He's a crybaby. Slap him around. I don't want to watch the rest of it because I have no idea what's going on. Let's look at the reviews. Epic story, epic music, love the puzzle mechanic. I cried 3 times. The game is really something else. It's incredibly heavy on narrative with those environmental storytelling. The game did not tell that... What? Why? This guy's spoiling the plot in the review. What an idiot. You're not supposed to do that. I need him. I don't care. I played more if the controls were more responsive. Oddly, the calibrations did not include mouse and keyboard movement and calibration. It's a lower budget We Happy Few, but opening drawers and doors is not good. It's a good walking simulator. After Act 1, it's pure disappointment. Music carried it. There are a lot of areas where you have to interact with something, but you need to linger or move about the area. The interactions might not be obvious unless you've seen the episode of Cowboy Bebop about the AI. It's similar in concept and done really well psychologically and philosophically. It's something special and woven together wonderfully. It's a bit confusing. Good puzzles. Definitely deserves more recognition. I'm obsessed with the game, but I only finished Act 1. Oh, excuse me for a second. Oh, come on, Frog. Let's flex, baby. Come on, Frog. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. I don't know. What the F is this game? That's the question I'm still lingering after I finished. There's a lot put up to interpretation. There's a lot which makes my brain go numb. In short, it's an experience which I would still recommend. Despite suffering a brain headache, even writing the review. Visually beautiful. I was not expecting the game to have such dark, twisted moments and then pull me out of them with visually committed environments. The game hits you with impact after impact, leaving you minimum room to breathe, but enough to take in the horrific, beautiful, or dark environment present. The game's story will leave you scratching your head. It's good, bloody, brilliant, but I think I'm too dumb to understand it. Oh, man. Well, I don't know. Do you guys want me to play a narrative-based game where we'll all be scratching our heads and have no idea what the hell happened? That's kind of messed up. That you'll have no idea what actually just happened. No demo on this one? Is this Karma? Would this be a Game Pass game, do you think? It's here, but no, it's not a Game Pass game. It's actually more expensive here. Yeah. Karma the Dark World. It's a maybe, I guess, right? Add to your wish. It's a maybe, I guess. Okay, let's continue. Wings of Deception did a $2 super chat. He says, Phil, Dios mio, I don't know what to do with you. What are you talking about? By the way, why do we have so many viewers? We have over 300 viewers right now on YouTube. How many do we have on Kick? What is going on tonight? We have like 70. We have a typical Kick audience, but for some reason we have a lot of extra viewers on YouTube. I actually don't know why. Huh. Well, thanks for $2. I don't really know what you're referencing. And then Wings of Deception did another $2 super chat. Did we see Jasper's Life? I hate wings. No, that was not Jasper's Life because we would never abandon Jasper Kitty. Absolutely not. B-Ool Castle did a $10 super chat and says, please download Disco Elysium. Your stream will love it. It's full of choices. We played it last year. We got pretty far in. The problem was it's so dialogue heavy. The audience actually got bored. Like, I enjoyed it, but when we played a lot, we went far into it, right? Actually, didn't we play it 2 years ago? We might have played it 2 years ago. I think it was last year, though. Early last year we played it. Yeah, we played for a while. And eventually people just got sour and bored. Like it was so wordy. Like there were entire streams of 2 hours where we made like no progress. So I guess people just got tired of waiting. You know what I mean? So I get why people probably wouldn't want us to try that again. But thank you for the $10, and you can check that out here on the channel. We got pretty far into it. Ghost 98731 did a $2 super chat. Gal Gun 2 for the lols and the memes. I have no idea what that is. If it has lols and memes, I don't know if it's going to be my style of game, but I'll just take a quick look. Oh, this looks great. Oh boy. Oh, right up my alley. Exactly the kind of content that I am always looking for. Thank you so much for this recommendation. Finally, a game that truly speaks to the core of me as a person. It's about damn time that we found it. Well, thanks for the super chat. Andrew did a $2 super chat. He says you can turn off the music in the settings of mixtape. No, you can, but then there's no point in playing the game. Like, the whole idea is that all of the pieces, all the set pieces, the minigames, everything in mixtape is based off of 80s nostalgia and 80s music. Literally, people are actually starting to guess that the biggest expenditure in the development of mixtape was actually the soundtrack. Because are you aware that the game developers bought the songs in perpetuity? Which no one does. Like, no exaggeration, no game developer ever buys licensed music in perpetuity. And they said the reason they did it is because if you play the game without the music, you can't enjoy it. That's why they didn't put a streamer mode in it. So there's no point in me playing the game with no music. Let's see here. Someone tipped $2. I have 2 more suggestions. Hurdling and Grave Seasons. Okay, hold on. Hurdling? Hurdling. Are you an actual, like, herder or shepherd? That's what it looks like. Yeah, you're basically pulling your herd with you. It looks like there's puzzles and stuff. Platforming and puzzles, huh? Oh, there's monsters? It's kind of a cool, unique concept. So, basically, it's Journey. Remember that game Journey from back in the day? But it actually has gameplay. It's Journey, but there's a game attached to it as well. I'll be honest, I probably would enjoy it. I don't think the audience would. Just being honest here. What about this one, Grave Seasons? This one is not out yet. It comes out in August. Okay.
Your departure caused quite the commotion back home.
Why is the volume so low? I can't hear it at all. I gotta bump it up.
But I'm proud of you for making it out when you got the chance. I've sent this letter to the address I once knew. That empty old farm up in the mountains.
Wait a minute. Is this the game that's similar to Stardew Valley or what's the other farming game? But this one apparently is horror too. It's like horror elements combined, I think.
Ocean Ridge is a good, humble town with good people in it.
Because I think we've heard about this one already.
Warm, welcoming, but not too inquisitive. I have fond memories of that place. I hope you can make a few of your own.
Whoa! Come on! No, that's it. No, that's it. Absolutely not. There's human interaction and romance. I can't play it. Absolutely not. It's completely banned from the channel. I'm sorry. No way. Absolutely no way. Bool Castle did another $10 super chat. Thank you, Bool Castle, for the support tonight. Can you look up a game, Hylix 2? Yes, I can. Hylix 2. Let's take a look at this. Ooh. What is this? Oh, we saw this already. Yeah, it's a weird thing, right? There was original Hylix and Hylix 2. This game is a trip. This game is like lose your brain levels of crazy, right? With the design and everything. What the holy crap is this, man? So it's a turn-based RPG with the weirdest design you've ever seen in any game ever. That looks like you're on some kind of an insane trip. The best part is that some idiot in chat says, why are you afraid of women? Is cat abusive? Are you closeted? Page 5. That was a picture of two dudes kissing. You know that, right? It was a gay love scene. Are you stupid? Are you blind? What an idiot. Oh my god, look at this. It's like they're dancing. They're crazy. This is like Earthbound on crazy acid, and Earthbound already is kind of on acid. Look, he's doing a wave dance with his hands to attack the enemies. Oh my god. I think this is a bit too much. Like the gameplay I'd probably like, but it's just so much in the art design to take. You know what I mean? Look, you kill the enemy, explodes into a pile of meat. A pile of meat. That's a little better. It's too loud. What the hell? Dead. You died. Dead. And then you melt. You die and you melt. Oh no. Oh my god. Like I said, I feel like I would lose my mind playing this. I mean, I'm just watching the trailer and I'm getting like a headache. Right, petty. Like, see, here's the thing. First of all, it's completely unique. You can't fault the game for, like, it's so unique in its design. But I feel like there's some games that are made to basically be weird on the sake of being weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have, like, Earthbound was weird in the 90s, but it was still, like, cohesive, coherent, and it was out there, but you could kind of laugh at it, at its humor and its writing. And if you kind of get that it's a weird, quirky game, you kind of understand it and you like it. This is like, I don't think this is coherent. Like, I feel like they did it on purpose. Like, the game is just insane for the sake of being insane to say, hey, look, it's different and insane. So, I don't know how this one would hold up with an audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like perhaps we would, on curiosity's sake, you'd play it to see what the hell it was. But number one, I'll be honest, it's a turn-based RPG, and my audience does not like turn-based RPGs 9 times out of 10. It's very hard to get them to stick around. They wouldn't even stick around for Expedition 33, and that was Game of the Year material, you know? So, pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I would like this game, even though it's weird as hell. I would probably enjoy the gameplay elements, but I feel like it would be really tough to convince the audience to stick around. I mean, what do you guys think? You guys who are here live, do you agree or disagree with my statement? What do you think? Should I add it to wish list or say, nah, don't even bother? What do you guys think? I don't think this would be one for Game Pass either, right? Nope. Okay. So Boole Castle, thank you. Another $10 super chat from Boole Castle, who says, did you ever look at Anodyne 2 Return to Dust? No, I've never heard of it. Thank you for another $10. Anodyne 2 Return to Dust. Let's see. In this game, you just run straight forward the entire time. That's the entire game. It's like Dreamcast era graphics. La 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 la. Whoa, what the heck happened here? The whole game just changed. What happened? Why are we playing a completely different genre of game all of a sudden? Now what? Now we're back. How can you even tell what the game is when it's two completely different games? Very positive reviews. Weird, quirky action adventure. It's definitely worth taking a shot if you can get into the current Fanatical bundle. Not feeling it right now, but I'll leave it in the backlog. What? Fascinating meta story with a lot to say. Resisting easy summation. The sequel takes a lot of the interesting ideas of the first, expands its horizons, and leaves behind some of the frustrations. It's a difficult game to recommend. On the one hand, it delivers so much on the art, music, and story, but it suffers from a lack of polish. Gameplay can feel a bit tedious at times, and the story lost on what's trying to convey. The art direction is the strongest one. It insists upon itself. Okay, Peter Griffin. I mean, these are games I never heard of. It seems unique. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Half these games I'm scratching my head at this point. I don't even know if I'd be interested in this one. I can't figure it out. Ting's Wings did a $2 super chat and says, Incone Beanie? Okay. I can't even say it, but okay. I guess I'll look that one up. They said this is a cozy game. A cozy game, eh? Inconbini, one store, many stories. Is that what it said? One store, many stories? Oh, this just came out. A slice of life game about running a small town convenience store inspired by 1990s Japan. So is it a narrative-based game? Is it an actual sim game about running the store? I don't even know if the protagonist is male or female. I can't tell. I think Makoto is a female name. It's weird, because it does seem like it's a real game, like running a store, but then it has, like, tons of narrative. Very similar to Shenmue, where you could get those, right? So I can't put... Oh my god, it's on every platform. It really is. It's on every platform. It's $20. Let's see. I enjoyed the game. I love the music and aesthetic, but I don't think the game is worth the price. The entire game only lasted 6 hours, and there's no endless mode. I find myself rushing through tasks because the shifts automatically end after each script, which make it hard to relax and enjoy each shift at my own pace. An endless mode would honestly improve. I've seen several other reviews and discussions addressing this as well. Short gameplay, great storylines and characters. Chasing the achievements can stretch the gameplay a bit. It might divert from the cozy vibes that made it interesting in the first place. Bought it as a bundle with other games. Hope they expand with Sandbox or Endless Mode. I've been anticipating the game for so long. I enjoyed it overall. I like the concept and it's cozy. I'm disappointed it ends so soon. I'm hoping for endless game. Every single person says they want endless mode. So basically, it's narrative-based. It is a store sim, but it's a unique narrative-based store sim. Let's see. Is this Game Pass in Kobeni? It is. So that's a unique one, right? That's an actual unique one where it's a store sim that's limited. It's only 6 hours long. So you're going to beat it in like 2-3 sessions. And everyone's upset because they like the gameplay loop, but the game just ends because you beat the story. They want an endless mode. That's actually pretty interesting. Okay. In Kobeni. So what did we get so far tonight? We got Black Jacket, Super Meat Boy 3D in Kobeni. And we added a few games over on Steam's wishlist that we're going to maybe check out as well. Like that Blackjack game. Oh, that's on here. Yeah, I would definitely want to check that out. Let's see here. I got a $3 tip. Check out Before Your Eyes, a 2-hour game and an amazing gem. I'm almost positive that's in the wish list. Hold on. I'm almost positive we have that in the wish list already. Thanks for the $3. Before Your Eyes, right? Hold on. First of all, it's not on here, is it? Nope. Okay. There it is. I'm almost positive. Yes, we have this on the wish list already. However, it says that there's a full pause, stupid thing. A full experience with Blink interaction and use a webcam. Oh. I would have to use a webcam? That's weird. Because my webcams are hooked up to my capture PC. They're not hooked up to my streaming PC. I would have to find a way to get a webcam to work with it. Ugh. Embark on an emotional first-person narrative adventure where you control the story and affect its outcomes with your real-life blinks. Oh, it's kind of a gimmick.
First thing that you can remember. I'm going to send you there. Every time that you blink, you're going to jump forward in time.
I would never be able to do this. You want to know why? Because my eyes burn. Like right now, my eyes are burning, so I have to do it. I'm sitting in air conditioning. I have to sit in air conditioning because if I don't, it's too hot in here. So with the air conditioning, I frequently will blink. That's going to kill the game for me. I wish there was a button to just do it rather than to actually really blink.
Could be a second.
Hey, you.
Could be 5 years.
It's Chloe, your neighbor.
But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not going to be able to stay.
Benny? Ready to come up here?
That's just how this thing works.
So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. You remember blinking, don't you? That thing you did 30,000 times a day? Would you do it already? My arm's getting tired.
Can you do it with a button? If you could do it with a button, then I would consider playing it for sure. But I can't, like my eyes, I can't stop from blinking here because my eyes are dried out. Like the air conditioner keeps turning on tonight. I keep blinking. Like I'd never be able to play it. If you can play it without the webcam, then I'll check it out. Is that also on Game Pass, Before Your Eyes? No, we already checked it. That's already on my wish list. I'm interested in that one. Okay? Oh, let's see here. Wings of Deception did a $2 super chat, said Project Zomboid. We already played Project Zomboid back in the fall. Now, admittedly, in the fall, I did not have the awesome setup I have now. So I was still using my TV rather than a nice high-end gaming monitor. So I couldn't even read the text in the game. Today, if I were to play it, I probably could because my monitor's right here. But it just didn't seem like the kind of game that's good for streaming. It seemed like it was so overly complex, and people had suggested it for a Halloween marathon. So I played it, and I was like, I don't think so. And then we ended up playing RimWorld, which honestly I think is a similar style of game. But I played it for like months and months, so I don't think that I would go back to try Project Zomboid out again. Bull Castle did a $5 super chat and said Pizza Tower is one of his favorites. Already played Pizza Tower. Actually, we played it about 2-3 years ago, if I remember correctly. Personally, I like Pizza Tower. I was enjoying the platforming aspect because it reminded me of Wario Land, which is, I think, what it's based off of. However, the chat did not like it. They were bored. They were like, oh, it's just like pure platforming, and they weren't enjoying it. So I just never played it again. And to be honest, no one ever really asked for it again, which kind of sucks because I would have totally played it. Like I had it. I was enjoying it. And then Bull Castle with another $2 says, no, excuse me. Bull Castle with $5 says, look up Routine, a sci-fi horror game. So interesting story about Routine. Okay. I did play Routine. We were playing it when it was brand new, and we ran into a game-breaking bug, and no one could figure out how to pass it, so I had to stop playing, and then I never went back to it because no one really cared at that point. We got really far. How far did we get? We got to the point where there's that core, and you have to, deactivate the core, and then you're basically in these hallways, there's lockers, and in the locker, there's a puzzle. There's a code that you need to solve a puzzle to open a gate. And we have the correct solution. We had it. Because it was the same solution everyone else had actually used to solve the puzzle. And it didn't work in my game. It just didn't work at all. And no one could figure it out. Live people were looking it up. They were like, we have no clue why you can't advance. So it must have been a weird soft lock glitch. And I'm sure they probably eventually patched it, but by the time they did, no one cared about Routine anymore, so I never went back to it. It's just sadly, that's a case of a game that you can tell that it doesn't have a big budget. You can tell it's a small dev team that made it. It was pretty good for what it was. I played it on Game Pass, but just unfortunately, because it's a small scale game, it just didn't have the level of polish of other games, and so we got stuck. Yeah. Okay, Drink Buzz Cola did a $2 super chat and says, Grandpa's High on Retro. Check that game out. Okay. I've never heard of that. Grandpa's High on Retro. All right. Let's see. No? Oh, Grandpa High on Retro. There it is.
I'm sorry, lady, but I'm not doing shit.
I will have sex with you.
Wait, what?
If you do this, I will sleep with you.
What did you just tell me? Are you being awarded with the privilege to my boss?
Yes, I am.
That is awesome! Her breast was sculpted by God itself, and the best part is that she has smooth curves.
All right. That's enough of that. Incredibly stupid. Incredibly dumb Thanks for the laugh, but I'm not playing that one. DJ, thanks for 14 months as a member. I appreciate it, man. He says, what's up, Big P? What's up, DJ? It's good to have you here tonight. Bull Castle with another $5 super chat says, Angerfoot is good. Never heard of Angerfoot. I've never heard of Angerfoot. Let's see. Angerfoot. Angerfoot. Why is everyone neon in this game? It's one of these crazy, zany first-person shooters. You know, I've seen a bunch of these indie game style coming out recently where everyone has a little bit of a different gimmick, but they're all kind of the same. High energy, high octane, charge in, kill insane amounts of enemies in a room with some kind of a mechanic that's unique. In this case, it looks like it's your foot. You could do crazy kicks and juggles and stuff. Anger Foot. Definitely not on Game Pass. What do you guys think of Anger Foot? It looks better than Mouse PI for Hire. No, it doesn't look like this game has any story at all. I'll add it to the wish list. It doesn't look like it has a story at all. It just looks like you just kill things endlessly, you know. And I'll be honest, the neon graphics may give me a headache too. But, oh, God. See, some of this stuff is, like, so bright. Oh, what the? Wait a minute. What happened here? You kick the guy in the bathroom and his pants fall down and it blurs out his crotch. What? Huh? How frequently does that happen? What is going on? Good Lord. Caterade, thanks for $2. He says, Yellow Taxi Goes Room. That sounds familiar. I feel like that is one we looked at one point, but let's look. Yellow Taxi Goes Room. Oh, God. Oh. This is a pass. It's kind of obnoxious. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty obnoxious. I don't think so. Okay. Hard Nose, thanks for a 20-month auto resub on Kick. I appreciate that because I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this. That is the only sub that we got all day on Kick. No one on Kick subbed whatsoever today. No one gifted any subs. We did get some kicks. Not a lot. We got some kicks. But, I mean, I don't know what's going on over there. Like, tonight we have insane attendance on YouTube, and people are really excited and supporting to see me check out games. Kick, no. No. Wait, Phil's having fun over there and playing games? We can't support that. No. Oh, okay. Okay. So, someone tipped $2 says, I always forget to recommend these. Remember to check out Humble Bundle and Fanatical Bundles, a great value. You know, I almost never do. And a couple times when you guys recommended it, I actually saved big. Like, I remember, I think it was like right after I got my PC. So, we're talking like fall of 2024. Someone said, there's a bundle, a Humble Bundle. You can get like all the Resident Evil games on PC, and I did for like $20. I think I paid $30 because I wanted to give more because I think it's charity or something if you give extra or whatever. So I paid like $30, and I got like every Resident Evil game on PC together. But you're right, I like never check that. No one ever really brings it up either, so I just never really look. You know what I mean? Let's see here. I got another $2 tip. I wish your audience resonated with JRPGs. I'd be recommending them out the butt. Breath of Fire 4 is on Steam. Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles is amazing. Listen, I'm with you. I am with you. I love them. It's sad that I have to skip so many of them. And the few that I try to play, like Dragon Quest VII, all I get is grief the entire time that I'm playing it. You know, it sucks. I love JRPGs. I can't make my audience like what I like. You know what I mean? I can only try, and it hasn't really worked yet. Let me put it this way. In regards to a JRPG, the next one I think I want to do, unless a brand hot new one comes out of nowhere, I do think that I want to do something from the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection, either Final Fantasy 4 or 6, because I played 5 years ago and it was great, and I feel like going back down memory lane and playing one of my favorite games of all time again. So I'm debating which one and when to do it. I don't think now is a good time, but I think I would do one of those maybe this year. We'll see. Okay? All right, got another $2 tip. Imagine if these indies had the AAA budget to polish the games. We'd have more variety than the current AAA that just keeps doing Soulsborns, and more Soulsborns. Also, here's some more recommendations. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I know of that, and I don't think we ever played it, but I'm almost positive that one's on Game Pass, right? That was what the original makers of Castlevania went out to make, if I remember correctly, right? Let me look. I think it might be on Game Pass. It's not? I swear it was on there. Oh, it's not. It's not on Game Pass anymore. It's full price. Yep. So it is full price $40. I remember it was on Game Pass at one point. You know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. No? They never made Symphony of the Night? For PC? Holy shit, that's crazy. I thought they had. I thought you guys had said they had. I had Symphony of the Night on Xbox 360 back in the day. Because I've never played Symphony of the Night. It's on the Switch. Oh, do they have it on Switch too? Would I be able to get it on Switch too? Okay, because I always wanted to play Symphony of the Night. I only played the first half, and I stopped playing. I would love to actually play the full Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night is stuck on the PlayStation ecosystem. So it's on PS5 as well. And I probably would play it on Switch, because honestly, it's going to play the same on Switch 2 as it is on PS5. And at least on on Switch 2, it won't desync, because PS5 desyncs for some reason. It's not on the Switch. You have to play it on PlayStation. Oh, shucks. I might want to do that. I might want to play Symphony of the Night. Like, I haven't played a Castlevania in a while, and I legit have never played it. I think that would be cool, because that's a classic that everyone has played but me. Everyone got to play it. What do you guys think of that? I mean, I guess I'd have to play it on PS5, but you'd have to help me with the desync, because it's going to fucking desync. I would play that. 100% I would play it. Okay. Well, that's a consideration. Let's remember that. In fact, how about this? I'm actually going to put in the game release date schedule here. I'm going to save it. This is just like a random file I have here. I don't even know what it is. I'm going to save that because I totally want to play that maybe this year. But we have to play it on PlayStation. But what are you going to do, right? You got to play it on what it's available on. Okay. Bear and Breakfast. That sounds familiar. Maybe not. It doesn't look familiar. It's a bear building a bed and breakfast. I should have known. Bear and breakfast. That could be cool. That also seems like a Game Pass game, even though it's not even expensive. That totally seems like it would be a Game Pass game. No, it's not. Okay. I will wishlist that one just on the sake that it looks unique, and that could be a cool chill night stream game. I feel like it could work. Not for broadcast. Censor.
Evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
What do you make of this historic election result?
So perhaps we should all be celebrating. Except for the rich.
I mean, a lawyer and a TV personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse.
What does the future look like to you?
So what's happening is my eyes are being opened to certain genres. So this seems like this is the FMV genre now. Like now it's viable to make these FMV games, likely on a shoestring budget, which is why already tonight we've looked at 3 different FMV games. And it looks like what you do is you have different feeds, you cut between them. Maybe you're making a broadcast, are you doing a broadcast, or are you looking for clues in the broadcast? Like the other one was an investigation, looking for clues in the footage. It's kind of cool that now they can do it viably. The thing is, I've never heard of any of these, so it's weird. Has there just not been a good one, or one notable enough that everyone like knows about it?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Oh,
Let's
good.
go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Brilliant!
So,
A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight. Could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement?
Yeah, a government. A bond. Peter Clement. There are some pissants who just don't know how to be.
And an attempt was made to censor some of your looks.
What? Are you joking?
We're only getting started.
Not disrupt. No resistance.
Oh, Alex, you're going to get me in trouble with that.
Your channel is a f***ing disgrace.
I'm sorry, it's very hot. But before we all hand off.
Yeah, so basically you're the censor, but you're cutting or not the censor, but you're in the control room, you're cutting the show together. You got to bleep out the swears, and there's a story unfolding at the same time, like a political story. It's kind of interesting. Not for broadcast. Every one of these I got to check on Game Pass. No. Nope. No, Fortnite, the biggest match, of course. It's just like it. Thanks for the match. Another one I'll put on wish list. Okay. We're actually winding down, if you can believe it. We've been doing this for almost 2 straight hours. So I think tomorrow we're going to play some of these. I'll tell you, one of the games I absolutely want to try tomorrow, I want to try that blackjack game because that seems pretty interesting to me. We could, if you want me to do this quickly, Super Meat Boy 3D, I don't think this is one that's going to have longevity, but we could try that. I don't know if you want me to try this one or not. I definitely, this one I'm like very interested in. A blackjack game that's like Balatro. It's kind of cool. And I think what we'll do is we'll go to the wish list and we'll clean a bunch off because I have a feeling there's a lot on there that at this point we probably don't care about anymore. James, thanks for a €2 super chat. He says, did you ever look at A Hat in Time? The game sounds incredibly familiar, but I don't know if we've actually played it or looked into it. I feel like we did. I feel like we watched this already. Everything's so damn bright and beautiful. This is 9 years ago for the record, so it's pretty old. So you put on different hats and they give you different abilities, it looks like. Okay. Dang, that's pretty expensive for a game that's from 2017, isn't it? Nope. Now, why didn't it say Fortnite was the top match again? Although, you know what? It looks like this one actually did try. Like, these games, like Blinks, Crash, they may actually be similar. So they did actually try to give some related matches there. I'll wishlist it, but it's pretty pricey for what it is. Bool Castle with another $5 super chat. Thank you so much tonight, Bool Castle. So many contributions from you. Roller Dome is fire too, he says. Roller Dome. Okay. Oh, Roller Dome is not here. Roller Drome. Roller Drome. Wow, they have to make sure that I'm old enough to look at it. That must be crazy. What's with the game? Oh, is it gory? It's very gory. The graphics are something else. Is there any video of this game? There's no video? What? Why is there nothing? There's nothing here on it. Is it over here? It means full price. Do they have a trailer over here? No? Why won't they show the game? What are they afraid of? Is it so violent that they won't put a trailer up for the game so I can even see what it is? It's a single player third-person action shooter that blends high-octane combat with fluid motion. Is it single player? Is it multiplayer? What is it? Why are they hiding their game? There's nudity? Why would there be nudity in it? What? So yeah, apparently there is. People are saying there's nudity in the game. Well, we can't even do that. Yeah. Sadly, YouTube wouldn't allow it. YouTube would be all, I don't even understand what would be in the game that would have that. That's kind of stupid. Okay. Soul at 2 a.m. $2 super chat. He says, Billy bust up? What the hell is that? All right, just for the record, we're going to end soon because we've been doing this for 2 hours straight. And I think we have a ton of suggestions. Okay. There is no Billy bust up. So I don't know what that means. Here's what we'll do. We have 102 games on the wish list. We have to reduce this. All right? Here's what I'm going to do right now. We're going to spend 5 minutes. We're going to figure out what we want off this list. Pacific Drive. I've heard tons about it. We never got around to it. Some of these I can't play because they're not out yet. Okay? I feel like maybe one day I'll play Pacific Drive, but I'm just going to remove it for now. I want to narrow this down to games that we're really looking to play soon. Amori, I'm probably not playing anytime soon. It's a turn-based RPG. Look outside. I know it is, but it looks unique. I actually like that one more. So that's a maybe. See, these aren't out yet, so that's okay. I can leave those on there. I'm going to remove Clipsium. This one came out finally, right? Yeah, it came out in April. I guess this is supposed to be like kind of like Resident Evil. This one's not out yet. That one's not out yet. Here's Baby in Yellow, which someone had mentioned, and actually I'm interested in it. We did try to play it. We put it on like a Halloween list, but it didn't get voted in. Total Chaos, isn't that over here? Or it was? It's not anymore. Wait, it is. Total Chaos is on here on Game Pass. So if we're going to play it, we can check that out on Game Pass. Here, you know what? Just to maybe give it a look since it's on there. So since I'm putting it on Game Pass, I can take it off this list. Worming from Home, not even open, or not even out. Bradley, not out. Baba Is You is that unique word-based game, right? It looks pretty good. But we never tried. Codex is Lost, that's the one. That's like Dark Souls, but with magic only, right? Umagari is the horror fishing game. 9 Child Street is the scary, like the horror game, right? Teleglitch Die More Edition. I don't even remember it. I'm taking that off. Windrose, I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to play that one. Obey the Voice is a horror game I might play. Ontos looks good. That's from the makers of Soma. And I really want to play it, but it doesn't have a release date yet. We looked into that, but didn't check it out yet. It looks like mostly positive reviews. This isn't out yet, but it looks wild. Undefeated, I'm just going to remove that. I'm probably never going to play that. Viewfinder looks unique. It's that unique puzzle game. Look, from the perspective you look, you see stuff. Eternal Afternoon is the game about you're stuck in that one afternoon before the world ends, and it's a loop. Wild Blue Sky. Now, here's the thing. Wild Blue Skies appealed to me when we added it to the list, but now there's an actual new Star Fox game coming out. So now I don't know if this appeals to me because we're going to play Star Fox next month, and I don't know if I'm going to want to play an indie Star Fox after we've played the real thing. It's kind of bad timing that it's in development and never finished. You know what I mean? So I think I'm actually going to remove it for now. This one looked unique, but it's not out yet. Ardenfall, I don't remember that one. Death Road to Canada. Nah, I don't really remember. I'm going to get that out of here. Gunfire Reborn, I don't really remember that one. I'm going to get that out of here. Darwin's Paradox, this one, if I remember correctly, is a puzzle game kind of similar. It's like a side-scrolling platformer with puzzle elements, if I remember correctly. I think. It finally came out. This one, too, apparently finally came out. I don't even know what this is. We'll put that on there later. Rainbow Gate. Don't remember. Bucket Detective? I remember Toonstruck. We said maybe if we want to do an FMV game at some point. It's a point-and-click FMV game. Wow, this one came out and is already insanely discounted. Oh, wait, it's been out for years. No wonder. 75% off. Lance Catamaran has gifted a sub. I can't believe it. We actually got a sub. We had no subs all day besides the auto resub, and now Lance just gifted a sub. So we do have one legit new sub today. Lance, people have been asking what happened to you because you haven't been around. I mean, listen, you can do whatever you want. It's cool, man. You've supported me so much. But people are like, where's Lance? I don't know. He's probably busy. He's not interested in what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. Sands of Blake Manor actually looked good to me. Sulfur, let me look at it again. Nah. Get that out of there. Going Under, nah. Tribal Hunter looked good, actually. I thought it actually looked like a pretty good game. Tin Can, what the hell is this? What is this? I don't remember this at all. Fossil Fuel, when did I add these? Fossil Fuel 2? Mini Shoot Adventure. Why do I not remember any of these games? This must have been a wild night back in March that I added all these games and I don't remember any of these. However, I am interested in Seventh Guest Remake. This comes out next month and I totally want to try it. This I might like, especially if we get into Pokemon cards, which we might do soon. Okay. Maybe a card game simulator, trading card game shop simulator may be fun. I don't know. I don't know to what level this is a simulator. You know what I mean? Like, is it a super simulator? Is it more casual based? Do you need to know about trading cards to even understand the game? Because it totally looks like Pokemon, right? Like, that could be kind of cool. Spelunky 2. I've never played a Spelunky. Proteus we played on Game Pass years ago, and I loved it. But we never played more than like an hour. And then we never got back to it. White Knuckle? The Bridge Curse Road to Salvation. Horror game. Oh my god, what is it? It looks bad, but I'll keep that on there for the sake of maybe doing a horror game at some point. Abiotic Factor? What? There's Kenshi, which everyone mentioned, so I'll leave that on there. Skate Story. I don't remember that one at all. Cat Quest 3. I'm just going to remove that one. Before Your Eyes looks unique. That's the one where you look, but you said you don't need to use the webcam, right? Okay. Mutant Football League 2, which is basically Mutant League Football spiritual successor. The Friendliest Skunk. It's not out yet. It's a challenging platformer, right? I'll remove that for now. Maybe I'll add it again later. Alabaster Dawn. Chloe, Child of the Forest. RMF Ragdoll Physics Experiments. Never. I don't remember adding any of these. Never. Never ever. Cult of the Lamb. Cat named Mojave. What did I add in this entire night? Must have been a fever dream. I don't remember any of these games. Void Breaker. FTL Faster Than Light. This is the game where you build ships, right? I'm almost positive I said I didn't want to play this one. Graveyard Keeper. This is one you guys have told me about. Witch Fire. The Altars, this is one that came out like last year and everyone was raving about. And then after a week, no one ever talked about it ever again. The Altars, if I remember correctly. Kane just did a $5 New Zealand super chat. He says, TCG Sim is one I recommend. It's pretty casual. The cards are a spin on Pokemon. That or Freedom Planet 2 are both certified bangers. I'm keeping that on there. I think that one might actually work. I do believe that one could work. Thank you. I think that's what, $3? Probably about $3 because it's New Zealand. All right, Turbo Dismount 2. RoboBeat. Wasn't this the one that you do? It's to music, if I remember? I don't remember this. Plucky Squire. Fly Night. Someone had said Fly Night was really good. That's why I added it. Because someone had mentioned that Fly Night was like really good, so we added it on there. This is the horror game, right? And it finally came out. It just came out. Will Follow the Light. Okay. Coin Pusher Roguelite. It's a coin pusher simulator. Okay. Hell Let Loose. So this was recommended to me for when it comes out. What? Wait a minute. You can buy it, but it's not out and it's not playable. But you can buy it. Okay. These I just recently added. Okay. Black Jacket we can actually remove because I'm going to play that over on Game Pass. All right. So here's what we'll do. Tomorrow, I guess I'm burping now all of a sudden. I'm exploding. Tomorrow night, we will try. I definitely tomorrow want to try Black Jacket. 100%. And then after that, maybe what we'll do is we'll take random games we'll pull, and you guys can vote on what games. So tomorrow night, we'll probably play at a minimum 3, maybe 4 games to see if they're good for the rotation. Okay? And Flatman, thanks for $2. He's going to go on vacation until June. Oh, well, have a good one. Be safe, man. I hope you have a great vacation. We'll see you when you get back in June. You tell us all about it. Sounds good. Okay, so folks, thank you for all of the ideas and the suggestions tonight. I think tomorrow, all right, we will actually try some of these games. Maybe, like I said, maybe 3 or 4. And look to hopefully get 1 or 2 that are good and we can actually play them longer than that. We'll see. You know, hopefully we will find a gem or 2 that we can add to the rotation because we're going to need something for this week. In fact, I don't even know if Forza Horizon 6 is going to stick or not, you know? So we'll have to see what happens with that on Tuesday. And if not, then I might need even more games to be suggested or to try. But guys, thank you for a very well-supported night. Obviously, I really appreciate that. And now tomorrow we can try some of these games and see how they work out and go from there. That's why I scheduled 2 nights, because I figured the first night, because we haven't done this in so long, we're going to get an overwhelming number of people nominating stuff. And then we could play some of them tomorrow. Okay? Okay. All right, good stuff, everybody. Thank you. And I'm going to take off. Remember, tomorrow we will have a DSP morning show. We'll have a major stream of Directive 8020 where we're going to finish our first run in the game and actually see how the story ends. Depending on how it goes, we may do a late night stream later in the week that's like alternate choices to see if we can keep other people alive and if different things happen in the game. Okay? So that'll be cool. And tomorrow night, we're going to do the second half of this stream where we're actually going to try some games. Okay? All right, everyone. So thank you so much. Let's see on the kick side where I could send you guys. It looks like... Who do we got here? We got Mad TV, and he is playing... What on earth is he playing? I can't even see what is that? Leave debriefing. What game is he playing? I have no idea what game that is. There's also Super Hot, who I sent you guys to the other day. He's playing some kind of a first-person shooter, but I'm not sure what it is. This is hilarious. Zanzibar Knight says, we want Mad TV. Sarsaparilla Sunset says, anyone but Mad TV. Do you guys just want to change? You want to go over to Super Hot and see what he's doing? He's playing some kind of an FPS. All right. All right, I'm going to send you guys over there. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. But let's see what he's up to and go from there, all right? Here you go. It's some FPS he's playing. I don't know what the heck that is, though. Okay. All right, guys. And on the YouTube side, thank you for chilling. Thanks for all the support. I mean, overwhelming YouTube side support. Like I said, we got 1 sub tonight on Kick and a few kicks, but you guys were awesome. And like I said, tomorrow we'll actually try some of these game recommendations. So thank you for that. And they're on, you saw a bunch of them are on the wish list now. So we can check these out, okay? All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.